All right, this is what I would say perfect timing because I just made a video talking about, hey, Liberty Falls hasn't been getting that much of, great reception. People kind of hating on it. But hey, at least we got Terminus. And then today, Call of Duty released episode 3 of their COD pod, the Call of Duty podcast, and they talk about Liberty Falls in it. I watched a few minutes from Mr. Raffwaffles' video about it, and it's looking real good. So let's just watch the podcast here, the part that it actually talks about it, and just share what I can to just bring that positivity back to Black Ops 6 Zombies here. It starts right here at 47:37. That's the timestamp here.
Next question. We're getting a lot of zombies love, especially after the last episode. Thanks everyone for the questions.
Hold up, zombies love? There has not been any zombies love. I don't know what he's talking about, but zombies love has been sorely lacking lately. Anyway, let's continue.
And the comments and all that. Has the zombies team made any changes to Liberty Falls since we first saw it at COD Next? People
complained about this map so much that they had to address this as its own separate question during the podcast. That's great.
Yes.
I do want to clarify though, the reason why this is actually being brought up and the reason that they're actually making changes to Liberty Falls is not because people are needlessly just talking trash. It's because of the constructive criticism. Regardless, let's see.
Short answer, yes.
Next question.
The Liberty Falls that everyone saw at Call of Duty Next was work in progress, right?
Mm-hmm.
That map was still months away at the time from launch. And so
that's something that I think is interesting. So it wasn't the most recent up-to-date version of the map. That version of Liberty Falls that we saw was made months before. So there's a lot that was still to be changed, although if they're showing it off, it's kind of a good indicator that it's mostly done. Anyways.
So the Zombies team has continued to iterate on Liberty Falls since then. And the visual tone...
I just realized we got the replacer in the back. We got Mr. Peaks. We got the Wonderwaff. We got, the background for this, the Juggernog machine. It's great. It's great.
And sort of the look and feel are now a bit moodier.
That is the first thing. The look and feel and everything is now moodier. What does that mean exactly? Did they add more to the map itself to make it feel more like an apocalyptic zombie outbreak? Or did they kind of change the time of day, maybe add in more clouds, make it darker a little bit, kind of people were saying, just make it night. Did they do that type of thing? I don't know, but the fact that they're actually addressing the mood and feel of it is a really good sign.
Cool.
Than what people saw in the work in progress version Call of Duty Next. So that's
great that they're actually making improvements with that.
There are some atmospheric elements that people did not see at Next because at the time we had the main quest and the Easter eggs disabled for broadcast.
No spoilers.
We didn't want
You hear that? There's more. The way that she worded that, the first thing that goes to my mind is, okay, there's more atmospheric elements that we weren't able to see because Easter eggs were disabled, which people kind of figured, but does that mean, I don't know, maybe the entire map turns to dark ether and then the church where the dark ether is normally it gets inverted, people were kind of thinking? Is that something that's oh yeah, we can't really show you that because it's spoiling the Easter egg, but yeah, kind of the whole world gets inverted with the church, so the church goes to normal and everything else goes to dark ether? That would be really cool if that's the case. I doubt it. I'd say probably not what actually ends up happening, but I'd say probably more along the lines of more things start happening to the world as you continue to play, such as, I don't know, maybe the weather gets more maybe gets more rainy, or maybe the dark ether part from the portal starts to spread out more, or just something like that. That's my assumption.
to spoil it.
No spoilies.
And so I think there's a lot that people haven't seen in terms of those elements.
You hear that a lot. We'll see if that's true.
And something to look forward to for launch. Kevin Drew talked about this a little bit next with our 2 launch maps. So Liberty Falls is intended to be sort of a smaller, more casual, so you can just jump right in, compared to Terminus, which is one of the biggest round-based zombies maps that Treyarch has ever made. So lots to do there, lots to do in both maps, but I think Terminus speaks to the more hardcore players and fans of zombies, and so at launch with both maps, there's really something for everyone.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's kind of what we've already known. Sure, Liberty Falls is going to be a little bit smaller. The biggest issue is that it doesn't feel as much like Zombies, and it should still feel like Zombies while being casual. And hopefully with the adjustments that they have made, it makes it feel more like Zombies.
I could dive into a Liberty Falls game, run around for, say, an hour, save and quit.
I forgot about
I feel
that.
like with Terminus, this is much more of a, we're committing to this squad.
A few of the HUD elements in Zombies are also getting touched up. Which we'll be able.
Oh, they're changing the HUD. That could be big. Like, they say being touched up, but like if they just do a little bit just to make it feel more like Zombies, that will massively change how the game feels, and it would just be so much better. I'm really like, that's exciting. I didn't know about that.
able to share a little bit more about as we get closer to launch. So
Okay, so we're gonna be hearing more about it soon.
You look out for the upcoming COD blogs from.
We got the COD pod, we got the COD blog. They just love having all their different things.
The Call of Duty crew and the Zombies team to learn a little bit more.
Is the entire focus of the team to develop round-based experiences for this game? As in, only RBZ?
Yes. And Kevin Drew, who was on our last episode, who is an awesome human and leading many parts of Zombies at Treyarch, mentioned this at Call of Duty Next, that the team is entirely focused on developing round-based Zombies content for Black Ops 6.
Love to hear that. How cool would it be if we get a new round-based map, or just new Zombies map every season? I mean, that might be like insane, but we are getting one during season 1 before the end of the year here, so you never know. There's a chance.
And that the big news at Next and on our second episode was that the third round-based Zombies maps for BO6 will arrive by the end of the year. So we've got Liberty Falls and Terminus at launch, and then a third
say the name?
round-based Zombies map.
Leak the name.
You know, probably around season 1, but by my...
Hold up. By season 1, isn't season 1 supposed to be coming out like mid-November? Wait, hold on, wait.
Round-based Zombies map coming, you know, probably around season 1.
Around season 1. So like, if it's coming out around season 1, does that mean like right when season 1 comes out, or is it like maybe like a couple weeks after season 1? Because like if that's the case, that's even sooner than I was thinking.
But by my math. And today we can also confirm that Zombies players can expect more support for in-game events compared to previous Black Ops games.
Let's go.
Stay tuned to see what those might be.
Grief or whatever the modes from Black Ops 2 that people have been talking about. Maybe classic mode. Like the now like people's like speculations about, okay, we may be getting a classic Zombies mode, or we may be getting Grief back, even though it's been in the file since Black Ops 2 for every COD game, every Black Ops game, and just hasn't been used. But like, what if now they're actually bringing it back? It gets me excited because it seems like they may be like focusing on Zombies close to as much as they're going to be focusing on multiplayer, which sounds crazy. But if that's the case, where they're like really dedicated to it the same way that the multiplayer team's really dedicated to just like new events, new game modes, that type of thing, I think this really genuinely could be like the best year for Call of Duty Zombies that we have seen in a long time. Like, I am pumped. The fact that they're listening to the community too, man, it's a lot of green flags here. Let me just say, this sounds real good.
Final question here from the mailbag.
Final question.
Will Kevin Sherwood's Easter egg songs be returning?
That'd be
in
so
Zombies?
cool.
Also known as the GOAT.
Meh.
Nice.
What
Short
was
answer
that?
again, yes. Kevin Sherwood is
Like
back.
the Easter
He is
egg
writing
songs.
some
Let's go.
incredible.
So I haven't really done much with Easter egg songs. I'm gonna be completely honest. I know there is like Black Ops 3, The Giant, like they have like the Easter egg songs. I know different maps have different Easter egg songs, and from my understanding, the Easter egg songs tease like the main theme song associated with the next map. So that'd be really cool if they're bringing back to like hinting, like teasing like the next map through the Easter egg songs.
Amazing original songs for Zombies, and players will be able to discover 2 of them at launch. So
Let's go.
one for each map with Terminus Island and Liberty Falls. I have heard the songs for both of them,
Oh, lucky.
and they are ducking epic.
They will be
Wow.
in the carry section of Duck, Carry, Kill
Yes,
for the foreseeable future. But
Hard
also,
carry.
I think for now, for most folks,
Okay.
it's, okay, cool. I want to hear these songs for previous games. And again, for the first time you jump into Zombies, do your homework. Have a listen to Kevin Sherwood's work, because
Kevin
they're
Sherwood's
quite
great.
literally epic.
Damned on repeat until October 25th.
That is how it be though. Like we be listening to that song. It's probably been in the background of like most of my zombies videos recently. I probably won't put it in this video. Maybe I will. Who knows? But loved it. Love all the different variations. It's so good. A masterpiece. He creates masterpieces.
And beyond. So get exciting. Have fun hunting for those at launch.
Never been good at that. I've always let other people find them first, and then
Low-key
I get to experience
same.
them at my own pace. But this is going to be a ton of fun.
Oh, I'm so
Thank you
excited.
much. And of course, we'll be signing off until our next episode before launch. And then it will be upon us. And then hopefully, we'll be back to talk about season 1.
Ugh.
Some juicy stuff that we have cooking and kind of what's ahead for Black Ops 6. And so this is such it's my favorite time of year of like the energy around launch at the studio. Everyone's working hard, but it's
crazy. They actually got me so much more excited just from the few small things that they mentioned. Like the fact that they're actually listening to the people, listening to what people have been saying, like the constructive criticism. It's like, okay, it doesn't really feel like zombies. The HUD feels too much like Warzone and multiplayer. The Liberty Falls map feels too much like Warzone and multiplayer. It just doesn't have that feel, that atmosphere, the personality to it, the same way that other maps do, like Terminus and like even Black Ops 4 multiplayer maps. Like they have a couple of maps that look way better as Zombies map than Liberty Falls, and I made a whole video about that, my second most popular video on this channel now, which is insane. Man, I'm actually so pumped for this.
just it can be electric, and just finally seeing people log on and play and live in that world feels so rewarding. For folks who have been working really hard in this game for years, and I can't wait.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
A lot of love in this building for Call of Duty and of course for Black Ops 6, which October 25th.
So that's the end of it here. Man, okay. Final thoughts here. First off, if you're not subscribed, scroll down, subscribe right now. I'm going to be covering all this type of zombie stuff, multiplayer stuff, campaign stuff. Maybe not like the first to it, but I feel like I have enough insight to make it entertaining and fun. So go ahead, subscribe. Check out some of the other videos too, especially the one where I talk about how Black Ops 4 maps look kind of better than, Liberty Falls, but the fact that they're actually listening to the people is insane. I don't think we've really seen this in a hot minute. I mean, I don't know. I've not really been playing Call of Duty since like Cold War was the last one I played. So I'm pumped for this. The fact that they're actually listening to the community, they're making the changes that the community wants, the fact that we're being heard, the fact that they're actually listening is massive. And it makes me really excited for the future of Black Ops 6 and, just Call of Duty, the Call of Duty games in general. The fact that they're actually listening is great. And I'm just really excited for Black Ops 6. I'd love to hear what you think now. Like the fact that they may actually be fixing a lot of the issues that Liberty Falls has is huge. Sure, it's still going to be an easy map. It's still going to be mainly for like casual people who just want to get in and shoot some zombies, but who cares? That's still going to be fun. It's just a bonus type of map that's been fleshed out more than previous bonus maps in the past. There's going to be a full Easter egg song. There's different stuff, but still, I'd love to know what you think. Did they fix Liberty Falls, you think? Or do you think they're just kind of saying this to be like, oh yeah, we definitely made changes, and then it's like, okay, they changed the tint from this color blue to like 2 spaces over to make it just a little darker? Like, is it something so tiny, so insignificant, or do you think they actually made some bigger changes to make the game look a lot better? Personally, I have a feeling they actually made some bigger changes, especially when they mentioned like the HUD and stuff. The fact that they're listening, it's so exciting. And yeah, I'd love to hear what you think down below. Scroll down, let me know. And while you're down there, like I said, subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And with that being said, thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one.